After having dinner, Taeyang came back to his room and found them already sleeping. Ayan lay middle of the bed. Taeyang saw and turned off the lights and laid down on the bed beside Ayan, while Wayan sleeping on the other side. Taeyang looked at Ayan who is sleeping peacefully while his mouth slightly open. He kissed his cheek and kissed on his forehead. His eyes fell on Wayan who is also sleeping peacefully. He stared at her for some moment, then slowly touched her cheek. He slowly kissed her cheek. The young mind, still beautiful as before. I must say my son has did something on her body. She became more attractive than before. He holds some of her hairs and sniffed in her hairs. The young mind, I miss this so much. The young kissed her forehead and lay down on the bed again while his eyes fixed on her sleeping face. The young man, my little beautiful bird. While staring at her, he also fell asleep. Time skip at 2 a.m. Wayan woke up hearing Ayan's crying. She unbuttoned her shirt and placed her in his mouth, and he started sucking. She started softly patting his back while her eyes closed, but she opened her eyes widely when Ayan left her and started crying loudly. Wayan sat up and took him in her arms. She is patting his back while Wayan, oh, don't cry, baby, Mama is here. She made him lay down on her lap and again she started breastfeeding him. Her eyes fell on Taeyang who is sleeping. She hurriedly turned her backside to him. She looked down at Ayan and smiled. Ayan again left her and started crying. Wayan looked at him worriedly. She tried to feed him, but he wasn't taking her inside his mouth. She pressed her, but milk didn't coming out. Wayan sighed and looked at Ayan. Wayan, it's okay, Mama will make you milk. Let's go downstairs, She buttoned up her shirt and left outside with Ayan. Taeyang was sleeping, but he woke up hearing crying sound. He started cursing in his sleep. Taeyang, who the hell is crying at this time? Suddenly he remembered about Ayan and his eyes got widened. He looked beside him, found no one. He hurriedly sat up. Taeyang, where are they? He heard crying sound outside. He hurriedly wore his slipper and went outside. Wayan is making milk while Ayan crying in her arms. Wayan, wait a little bit, baby. It's almost done. My brave son, don't cry. She stopped smiling when she heard someone's deep voice from behind. Taeyang, what happened? Why he is crying? Wayan, sometimes my milk stopped coming and Ayan crying for milk, so I'm making milk for him. Coldly plus without looking at him. Taeyang looked at Ayan who is crying. Wayan is trying to pour his milk inside the feeder, but Ayan wriggling in her arms, which make Wayan difficult to pour the milk inside the feeder. Taeyang, give him to me. Taeyang took him in her arms and kissed his head. He looked at him. His face became red due to crying. Taeyang, it's okay, my boy. Mama is making your milk. Taeyang rubbed his nose on Ayan's belly, which made Ayan giggle in his crying. Taeyang smiled and again do that, which made Ayan stop crying and giggle. Taeyang sat on the chair and started talking with Ayan, which he don't even understand, but he is listening his father. Wayan looking at them while smiling. Wayan mind, he may be not a good person for me, but he is a good father. Wayan sat down on the other chair beside Taeyang. She is shaking the feeder bottle. After some time, she dropped one drop of milk on the back of her hand, checking it. Is it enough, cool or not? After checking, she started feeding him, but Taeyang held the feeder and Wayan looked at him. Taeyang, let me feed him. Wyan looked away from him. Taeyang looked at Ian and giggled because the way he is drinking and making his baby sound. Ian. Wyan looked at Ian and chuckled. Wyan, my naughty boy. They came back to their room while Ian in his father's arms. They sat on the bed. Wyan, give him to me. He needs to change his diaper. Taeyang gave him to Wyan. Wyan opened his diaper and Ian started giggling. After changing his diaper, Wyan lay down on the bed. While holding Ian on her chest, she started patting his back while humming a baby song. Taeyang also lay down and looking at them with a soft smile on his lips. Taeyang's father and his brother came to their house. Taeyang hugged his father and brother. Taeyang, father, how are you, my son? Taeyang, I'm fine, Dad. RM, Dave, where is our little boy? Taeyang, father, yes, my son, where is my grandchild? After hearing about him, I and your brother didn't waste any time to fly here. Taeyang, Wyan is making him ready, Dad. They all look at the stairs, Wyan coming down the stairs while holding Ian in her arms. Wyan point of view. Taeyang told me this morning his father and brother coming here to see Ian. I don't know why, but I feel scared. They're all mafia. His father is a mafia king. Right now I feel like I wish me and Ian could vanish. They're all looking at me and Ian. It's making me more nervous. Taeyang stood up and walked close to Wyan. He wrapped his hand around Wyan's shoulder. Taeyang, why are you looking nervous, bird? They're my father and brother, so feel free, baby. Taeyang and Wyan sat down on the couch. Wyan slowly smiled at them. Wyan, hello. Taeyang, father, hello. So this is your bird you were talking about, my son? Taeyang, yes, Dad, my bird, only mine. Taeyang father looked at Ian who is trying to eat his mother's necklace. Taeyang father, can I hold him? Wyan, yes, of course. Taeyang father took Ian in his arms and his eyes get teary. Taeyang, what happened, Dad? Taeyang father, nothing, son. It's just I have never thought I will be able to hold my grandchild in my arms ever. Taeyang, Dad, I myself never thought I will be able to become a father either. But see, God had some other plan. Taeyang father, you are right, my son. Taeyang looked at his brother who is hesitating. Taeyang can understand his brother. Taeyang father, June, won't you hold your nephew? RM, Dad, what if he gets hurt? Taeyang, no harm, just hold him. RM slowly took Ian in his arms and Ian giggled, which made RM smile. RM, he's so soft, Dad. Taeyang father, yes, he is. Taeyang, Dad, I want to tell you something. Taeyang father, what is it, my son? Taeyang, me and Wyan are getting married tomorrow. Wyan's eyes got widened. She looked at Taeyang shockingly. Taeyang father, well, that's good, my son. Time skip at night. Wyan, what are you trying to do? Taeyang, what? Why? I'm not going to marry you. Taeyang got angry and pinned her to the wall. Taeyang, stop talking nonsense, bird. We are getting married, that's final. Wyan, no. Why are you doing this to me, huh? How can you marry me when I don't love you, nor you do? Am I a toy to you that you can play whenever you want? Why can't you just let us go? Taeyang, shut up. Do you know what are you saying? Wyan, yes, I know. You will throw me out when you will get bored of me, right? Then why don't you just let me go and my son? Taeyang, just shut up. I love you. I am in love with you. You are the love of my life. My every feelings. controlled by the look of your face. I can't breathe without you. I can't sleep without you. I exist for you, my bird. You know what? I don't regret what I did to you. You're the most expensive sin I have ever done. If that night I didn't had bring you to my house, maybe today you wasn't with me and my precious soul. I'm glad what I had done to you. I don't have any hurt for others because you stole my heart. I always think about you. You know, Bird, sometimes I wonder if I get the chance in my every life to case you with me. I would definitely do that without thinking twice. I agree, I did force you. But what about you? You also like my touch on your body? I always see that in your eyes whenever I talk about other girls in front of you. You always get jealous. Why you look away from him while crying? Taeyang, what? Now why are you avoiding me? I said the truth. It's better, just accept your fate, Bird, because I am never letting you go ever. You have to marry me and stay with me rest of your life, either you like it or not. My love is enough for us. Prepare yourself. Tomorrow is our wedding. With that, he left from there leaving totally shocked Ryan. Ryan, he loved me? Jerk, why do I even like you? You are a monster. I hate myself for liking a monster like you. What can I even do? My stupid heart beat for you whenever you come near to me. I hate you, monster. My monster. Next day. Taeyang is waiting for his soon-to-be wife. Taeyang looked at his son who is in Grandpa's arm, sucking his fist while looking at his father. Taeyang smiled at him and making funny faces which make Ayang giggle. Suddenly everyone looked towards the bride who is coming towards the stage while holding her father's arm. Taeyang invited them because after all they are her parents. One mother crying seeing her daughter in a bridal dress. They don't have any other choice because even they disagree to this marriage, Taeyang only listen to them. He will do whatever he wants. Taeyang point of view, my bird, my angel, my heart, my soul, the mother of my precious son. You were mine, you are mine, you will be mine for forever, my beautiful bird. Today you will be officially mine, my beautiful wife. Taeyang father, look Ayan, your mother is coming. Ayan don't understand anything but he smiled with his grandpa. Aaron, I think Dad, it's time for me to get married. What you say? Taeyang father, your wish, my son. Time skip after wedding. Taeyang took Ayan in his arms and Ryan standing beside him. Taeyang, smile my boy, today is your parents' wedding. Everyone taking picture with them. Jack, congratulations. Ryan, thank you, Jack. Taeyang, thank you, Mr. Cockroach. Jack, hey, what did you say? Taeyang, I said cockroach. Jack, Ryan, baby cried. Tell him something. Ryan just rolled her eyes, both of them. Time skip at evening. Ryan is getting ready for the reception party. She is also happy, but she didn't show it outside. Ayan with Ryan's mother. She looked at the dress laying on the bed, which is gifted by Taeyang. Ryan, stupid jerk. I hate this man. But I must say, he has a nice choice. Ryan took the dress and started to wear it. After wearing the dress, she looked at the mirror. Ryan, wow, this is looking good on me. Suddenly door opened, revealing Taeyang. She didn't look at him because she knows it's him. She's pretending he's not here, totally ignoring him. Taeyang point of view. When my eyes land on her, my eyes got stuck on her. Why is she so beautiful? She's making my mind crazy with her beauty. Thank God for sending her to me. I know I did wrong. But I must say, sometimes wrong things turn into good things, just like my bird. He slowly went to the bed and sat down there while his eyes just glued on her figure. She can feel his burning gaze on her, but she didn't say anything nor even look at him. Taeyang, Wyan, what? Taeyang, come here. Wyan, just say what is it? Taeyang, I said come here. Wyan gulped and slowly went close to him. She stood in front of him, but Taeyang held her hand and made her sit on the bed beside him. He held her both hands. Wyan looked at him, found him already looking at her. He slowly kissed the back of her both hands while directly looking into her eyes. Taeyang, you know I love you, right? Wyan nodded her head. Taeyang, good. Don't try to do something stupid behind my back, nor even try to run away. Even if you do, you know very well you will end up here again. Staring at her. Now you are my wife, bird, and I will try my best to be the best husband in this world for you and father for my precious son. Wyan gulped and nodded her head. Taeyang took something out from his blazer and it's a red little box. He opened the box and took the ring in his hand. Taeyang, give me your hand, bird. Wyan nervously placed her hand on his. He held her hand and slid the ring in her finger and kissed on her hand. Taeyang, do you know this is a mosaic red diamond, world's most expensive and rarest one. But for me, it's nothing when it's come to you, my bird. So don't ever try to break me or my heart. Wyan nodded her head. It's like he hypnotized her with his gaze. Taeyang stood up and raised his hand towards her. Taeyang, let's go. Everyone is waiting. Wyan placed her hand on his and he held her hand. She stood up, but to her surprise, he pulled her closer to him, which made Wyan land on his chest. His eyes staring into her soul, which made her gulp. He cups her cheek with one hand and bring her face close to him. He was about to kiss her, but she moved her face aside, which made Taeyang low chuckle on her cheek. She closed her eyes and her body shivered when his breath hit on her skin. Wyan, leave me. Taeyang, what if I don't? Wyan, then I will tell your dad. Taeyang burst into laughing. Wyan closed her eyes due to embarrassed. Wyan whined, how stupid I am. He's grown up as man. It's not like he's a child. If I say something to his father and his father will scold him. I hate myself. Taeyang, you what? Oh, my innocent bird. I love you so much. Kiss her cheek. Wyan glared at him. Taeyang, okay, I'm sorry. Now let's go. Then they left. Everyone is looking at them while they are climbing down from the stairs. Wyan mother. Oh my god, Wyan is looking so beautiful, honey. Wyan father, right honey. I just want he will treat her nicely. Wyan mother, he will honey. He promised us, right? Wyan father, Girls and ladies looking at her, some of praising her and some of being jealous. Lady, hey look, she's wearing the most expensive and rarest mosaic red diamond. How lucky she is. Lady, yes, you were right. I must say, she's really a gorgeous woman. Otherwise, Mr. Kim Taeyang, the heartless person like him, fell in love with her. It's totally unbelievable. Lady, you were right, Taeyang father. You have chosen the right woman for you, Taeyang. I know that. She is only for me. She only exists to be mine, my bird. I love her so much, Dad. Taeyang father, I'm seeing that in your eyes, son. Jimin, congratulations, bro. Taeyang, yeah, thank you. Jimin went to Wyan. Jimin, hi. Ryan, Oppa, how are you? Jimin, I'm fine. Time skip. Taeyang slowly came inside the room, found Ryan and Ian sleeping. He sighed and went inside the bathroom for fresh up. After freshing up, he came outside of the bathroom and laid down on the bed beside Ian. Taeyang, good night. Time skip at 2 a.m. Taeyang woke up hearing crying and someone's fist continuously hitting on his face. He opened his eyes and found Ian crying. He hurriedly sat up and took him in his arms. Taeyang, shh, Appa is here, don't cry my son. Ian stopped crying and giggled, which made Taeyang smile. He kissed on his head. He looked at Ryan, found her sleeping peacefully. Taeyang, Mama is tired. Let's not make Mama wake. I will make you milk today. He stood up with Ian in his arms, then left outside. After making his milk, now Taeyang is feeding her. Taeyang, you know I love your mama so much, but she just doesn't understand. I agree, I did wrong with her, but I'm not regretting. For that sin today she is and you here with me. I love you too, kissed his cheek. Ian just looking at his father while drinking milk, even though he doesn't understand anything what his father's saying, but he is hearing him interestingly. Taeyang, I think you need to change your diaper. After feeding him, they went upstairs. Taeyang slowly opened the door without making any noise and came inside with Ian in his arms. He placed Ian on the bed and searched for his diaper. He took the diaper and came back to Ian. Taeyang, wait, I don't know how to do diapers. Ian chuckled, seeing his baby face. Taeyang started reading on the packet while Ian looking at his father while sucking his fist. Taeyang, I got it. Let's change your diaper, baby. He has changed his diaper and dress because when he was drinking milk, some of his milk fell on Ian's shirt. Taeyang, now sleep. But Ian just making his baby sound, which made Taeyang's eyes widen. Taeyang, shh, shh, baby, what are you doing? Your mama will wake up. You don't want to sleep? Ian. Taeyang, shh, I understand, you naughty boy. Let's go to somewhere else. He took him in his arms and left from there. Taeyang and Ian looking outside while Ian giggling and Taeyang just caressing his head and smiling. Taeyang, do you always wake up at this time? I'm sorry, baby, I wasn't with you before, kissed his head. After some time later, Taeyang looked down at Ian and found him sleeping. Taeyang smiled when he saw his cute paw. He picked his baby lips and stood up slowly, then left from there. Taeyang was about to make Ian lay down on the middle of the bed, but he stopped and made him lay down on the other side after putting pillows on his side. Taeyang, today Appa will sleep with Mama. With that, he lay down on the Ian's place and Ian sleeping on his father's side. Taeyang looked at Ryan's sleeping face. Their face is very close. His eyes fell on Ryan's lips. Taeyang, you still didn't let me touch you, baby, but you don't know how badly I want to touch you and have you. He started caressing her cheek while looking at her face. He leaned closer and softly picked her lips. He pulled her closer by her waist, and Ryan wrapped her arms around his waist in her sleep and hugged him. He hugged her back like trying to hide her in his arms. He kissed on her head and held her closer to his chest. Unknowingly, she snuggled more into his chest. Next morning, Ryan slowly opened her eyes and tried to move her body, but she couldn't. She opened her eyes widely and found her sleeping in his arms while her hand wrapping around his body. She gulped while looking at his face. Suddenly she remembered about Ian. She removed his arms around her body and sat up. She felt relief after seeing Ian sleeping beside the young. Ian mind, what the hell? Why he is sleeping here? This West man sometimes behave like a baby. She slowly stood up and went inside the bathroom for fresh up. After freshing up, she came outside and saw a most beautiful scene ever. The young and Ian sleeping while Ian sleeping in his father's arms. Wine went close to them and looked at them. Wine mind, their eyes, nose, lips, everything is similar. Who will say he is my son too, when he's everything just like his father? No worries, my daughter will look like me. Wait, what? I'm thinking, I'm not going to have any baby with him. Stupid Wine. Stop thinking nonsense. She stood up and went in front of the mirror, drying her hairs. The young slowly opened his eyes and found him holding sleeping Ian in his arms, which made the young smile. Feeling the young's movement, Ian also woke up. Wyan looked at them and found them talking with each other. Wyan, give him to me. Let me fresh him up. The young, my good boy, kissed on his head. The young gave him to Wyan and went inside the bathroom for fresh up. Time skip. Jimin, why are you looking so upset, man? Taeyang, Wyan, she doesn't even talk with me nicely. Jimin, well, I think you deserve it. Taeyang glared at her. Jimin, don't give me that look. I mean, you can ask her if she like you or not. Taeyang, what do you think? I didn't. Of course I did ask her and tried to win close to her, but she always pushed me away. Jimin, where is that old Taeyang who used to get whatever he wanted, who was heartless, who didn't care about anyone's feeling? Taeyang, I don't know, Jimin. I also surprised by myself. I don't know what happened to me. I also don't know this new Taeyang. Whenever I went in front of her, I become weak, even though once a time she used to be scared of me, and now I am scared of her whenever she glared at me or talked to me rudely. Jimin, chill, everything will be fine one day, bro. Wyan was sitting in the living room with Ayan. Suddenly her phone started ringing. She saw it's an unknown number. She received the call. On call. Wyan, hello, who is it? If you want to save your husband, come to this address right now. Don't dare to inform in police or else we won't think twice to kill your husband. Just come alone, Wyan. What? Why would I believe you? You want evidence? Okay, I will send it to your phone. That person sent a photo of Taeyang where he is sitting on the chair while his hands and legs tied with the rope. Her breath hitched, seeing blood on his body. Her eyes get teary. Wyan, please don't do anything to him. I'm coming. Better for you. Just come alone. If you try to do some, Wyan, fine, I'm coming alone. Just don't do anything to him. Come, hurry up. This is the address. Wyan, Mr. Fang. Mr. Fang. Yes, Mrs. Kim. Wyan, please take care of Ian. I'm going somewhere emergency. Mr. Fang. Okay, Mrs. Kim. Wyan wore her long overcoat and kissed on Ian's forehead. Wyan, Mama and Appa love you so much, baby. She wiped her tears and left from there. Mr. Fang got confused. He hurriedly called Taeyang, but his phone is switched off. Wyan gulped and slowly entered inside the old room, her tears falling non-stop just thinking about Taeyang's condition. She heard the growling sound. She flinched and started looking for the sound. Her eyes fell on injured Taeyang, who is tied up on the chair. She hurriedly ran to him while shouting his name. Wyan. Taeyang, oh my god. This is the first time she called him by his name. She started opening the rope hurriedly while Taeyang just staring at her. After opening the rope, she looked at him and cups his cheek with her shaking hand. Wyan, are you okay? Taeyang nodded his head slowly, but to his surprise, she hugged him while crying. Wyan, thank God you were okay, crying on his chest. Taeyang hugged her back while smiling. Suddenly they heard laughing sound, which made Wyan broke the hug and slowly looked behind her. Wyan, please let us go. Suddenly that person opened the mask and Wyan got shocked seeing Jimin smiling at her. Jimin and Taeyang smiling at each other. Wyan got confused. She looked at Taeyang, found him smiling. Wyan, wait. Why did you guys are smiling? Jimin. Wyan, you really think a person like Taeyang can get captured by someone? Taeyang tried to hold her hand, but suddenly Wyan slapped him on his cheek, which made his head turn to other side. Taeyang slowly looked at Wyan, found her eyes filled with tears. Well, she is looking at him angrily. Wyan, do you know for you this stupid prank how worried I got? Seeing you tied up with a chair and totally injured, why? Why you always upset me? Why you always making me hate you more? I felt like my soul left my body seeing you injured, but you did play with me your this dirty game. For a moment I thought I'm going to lose my husband and my son, his father. Taeyang, he tried to hold her hand, but she moved her hand away. Wyan, no, don't touch me. You know what? I thought you have changed, but no, I was wrong to believe you. With that, she left from there while crying, and Taeyang just looking at her backside with tears in his eyes. Taeyang, did you see Jimin how much she hate me? Jimin, well, what we did was wrong, but let me tell you, she don't hate you. Didn't you see in her eyes care for you? She's upset, Taeyang. Fine, I won't bother her anymore from now on. I got to know today how much she hate me, Jimin. Jimin, shut up. She doesn't hate you, fool. Taeyang, no, I have seen her hate for me. Time skip at night. Wine mine. Why he is not coming? It's already 11:30 p.m. Why even I worried for him? Suddenly door opened revealing Taeyang. He didn't look at her, but she is looking at his every move. She got hurt when he didn't give her a single glance. She wants to see his smile like before. Whenever he come back home, he always give her a sweet smile. But today he didn't even look at her. She can see he is little upset. Why in mine? Well, I should be angry, not him. You idiot, look at me. He directly went inside the bathroom. Taeyang came outside of the bathroom and went close to the bed. He bent down at Ayan and kissed on his forehead. Taeyang, Appa love you so much. Wine was hearing everything while her eyes closed. She heard him sigh and walk away from there. Wine mind, wait, where is he going? Won't he sleep? She opened her eyes, found no one except she and Ayan. Wyan, where did he go? She stood up and about to walk, but she saw he is sitting on the couch in the backside of their room at the window side. She saw him smoking while looking outside of the window. She slowly went to the backside of their room where he is sitting. She went close to him. He heard her footsteps but didn't look at her, just continuously looking outside while inhaling the smoke. Her eyes fell on his red puffy eyes, his back facing her. She slowly sat behind him and hugged him from behind, while resting her cheek on his back. He can feel her tears on his back, which make his eyes teary. Ryan, why do you always make me upset? Do you know I hate you, Taeyang? I know. Ryan, stupid. But you don't know I love you more than I hate you. Taeyang's eyes got widened hearing her. Ryan, you are the only guy who forced me to stay with you. Many guys had proposed me, but I rejected them because I wanted to see how many guys come back again after getting rejected by me. But to my bad luck, no one came back. I wanted to see them come back and again propose me, showing their interest on me, but no one came back. That's why I always stay away from men. But you gave me with you, and stupid me start to liking you without even my known. You are the one who bear my ignorance, and this is what I wanted to see. In my opinion, if you can bear my coldness, then you can also bear my loving self. This is what I always wanted to see in those guys, but they just turned away from me after seeing my coldness. I want to get love, Taeyang. I'm longing for love. Please don't ignore me. You are the only guy in my life who showed interest in me even though you did wrong with me. But only I want you. I love you, Taeyang. Taeyang, I love you more, my little bird. He held her hand, which is hugging him from behind. He bring her hand near his lips and kissed it. Ryan slowly unwrapped her hands from his body and stood up, then went in front of him. He slowly took the cigarette from his finger and smashed it on the ashtray while Taeyang just looking at her. Ryan, if you dare to touch those again, I swear I won't let you come near me or my son. Taeyang chuckled while looking at her. Taeyang, I promise I won't touch those again. His eyes fell on her body, seeing her in a nightgown, making her more beautiful. He softly held her hand and made her sit on his lap. Ryan wrapped her one arm around his shoulder and other one on his cheek. He held her hand, which was on his cheek, and kissed it. Taeyang, I didn't ignore you. I thought you don't like me. Not even a bit. And the way I hurt you today, that's why I just try to keep myself stay away from you, staring into her eyes. Ryan, I don't like distance from you, not even a bit, after making my heart falling for you. Taeyang, I'm sorry, darling. Ryan, you should be. Taeyang pulled her more closer, making her body press on his body. Ryan, what are you doing, Mr. Kim? Taeyang, just loving you, Mrs. Kim. They are looking into each other's eyes. His eyes fell on her lips and gulped. Without thinking twice, he captured her lips with his, kissing her deeply, and she kissed him back while holding his face with one hand and other one wrapping around his shoulder. Between the kiss, he made her sit on his lap properly while her both legs on the both sides of his waist. She slowly pushed him backwards, which made his back meet with the couch. He grabbed the back of her head, kissing her roughly and deeply, her hands caressing his chest up and down. She in the kiss when he pressed her more into his body. He left her lips and did his face in the cork of her neck. Her one hand went behind his head, pushing his face more into her neck, while other one caressing his neck. She placed a kiss on his ear while her eyes closed. Her head fell backside and one shaky breath left from her mouth when he started leaving wet kisses on her throat. His hand slowly pulled up her nightgown till her waist. He started caressing her bare thighs, which made her fist on his hairs and whimper. She pushed his head back on the couch and started kissing him hungrily. His head fell backside when she started kissing his neck and sucking. His hands went inside her dress, caressing her bare back while she's kissing his neck, jaw, and chin. Wine, you are not allowed to look at any other girls. Wine held the back of her head and pulled her back, making her face him. Taeyang, I own bird. Taeyang stood up with Wine in her arms while her legs wrapping around his waist and went inside the room. Taeyang just walking straight, which make Wine confused. Wine, hey, where are you taking me? What if Aya needs me? Taeyang, today his father will have his mother, and he won't wake up before 2 a.m. So we are going to another room. I don't want my son hears his mother when his father inside her. Wine just looking at him with her eyes wide and open mouth. Wine, you pervert, shut up. Taeyang chuckled and went outside of the room. He dropped her on the bed and hovers over her. He pulled her into a hungry kiss and she kissed him back. While kissing her, he took off her nightgown, leaving her only in her inner words. Taeyang, I love you, bird. I have missed you so much. Wine, I love you too, my predator. Time skip. He wore his pants and looked at Wine, who is lying there tiredly. He kissed on her forehead and wrapped her body with the white sheet and lifted up her in his arms like bridal style and left outside of the room. He made her lay down on the middle of the bed and about to go outside, but Wine held his hand. Wine, where are you going? Taeyang, to make milk for Wine. Wine, no need, I already made it. Look, it's on the nightstand. Taeyang looked at the nightstand and found his feeder bottle. Taeyang smiled and lay down beside her and hugged her. I am sleeping on the right side of Wine and Taeyang is on the left side. Taeyang hugged her tightly while kissing her bare shoulder. Taeyang, I love you both. The end.